Hello guys and welcome to the Stanley Parable. Now, I have played this game before, but I haven't done every ending. So we're going to attempt to find a new ending that I haven't done before. I haven't played in a few months, so my memory will be a little off, but I'm going to try
All of his co-workers were gone.
to find
What
something
did it
new.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Memo. I hate Mondays too. Dun 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 dun.
Stanley came to a set of two open
Start
doors.
spreading
He entered the door
love.
on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I don't know it
Perhaps
perfectly
he
well.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
This is a great lounge.
Truly a room worth admiring.
Give me that.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just
Yes.
to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
It's
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
it's constructed well, but you guys need to clean up after yourselves. Look at this crap you have everywhere.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
These are nice paintings. Well, I think they're photographs, not paintings. That might be a...
At this
I
point,
can't tell.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's
Hey.
possible that this is why everyone left.
Hey, that's mean. Bully?
Stanley sat around
Click.
waiting for more
Click.
dialogue.
Click.
When a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided
That's
that
not the
game was
time.
going to send him a message.
That's an hour ahead. Dun 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 dun. $1.25. Alright, I don't think he's gonna say anything more. Are ya? Mr. Voice? He's not.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Should I? Or should I? I don't know which way to go. I'll go this way.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
But this one has a light bulb. Click. I'm so excited. Damn loading screens.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order
Sounds
to get
good.
back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
You sound confuzzled. Can I go right? Just completely ignore you some more? Are you gonna close that door?
Oh, no.
Yeah, you
no,
are.
it's to
I
the
think
right,
I've done
my
this before.
mistake. No, not the right.
Pick!
Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
I don't know.
What was I
Tell me.
thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Down. Straight. Behind me. Left.
Yes,
Right.
we went
North.
down, right,
South.
left,
East.
down,
West.
left,
West.
Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now.
He
This
got it.
story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Uh-huh. Gotcha. Nothing? Okay. Let's go back down here then. Start spreading. Oops.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
Well, then fix
Quick,
it.
Stanley, close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. Could we just
I'm not looking.
back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story
Rubbish.
is completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, We'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Oh,
And
great.
this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm?
Maybe.
Okay, from the top.
Okay. Guess we'll do it again then.
All of his co-workers were gone.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Stanley
mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe. Maybe it was a memo. If only.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
I broke the game.
Did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room?
Sorry, I clicked a few buttons,
Did you move the story
removed a
somewhere
few
or-
wires.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah. Why are you?
Here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Bum bum
Okay, then.
ba-dum,
It's an
bum
adventure.
bum
Come, Stanley.
ba-dum.
Let's find the story.
Okay. This way? That way. Wait, this way? 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 This? 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 This way. I'm lost.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can
Where's the
promise
safety
you,
line?
There definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No, don't.
I find it unlikely
Don't.
that we'll ever progress
Don't
by
do it.
starting over and over again.
Exactly.
It's gotta be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why
Damn it.
not?
Never the end is never.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it
Stanley decided
mean?
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
A memo. The doors are gone.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
You broke
I
it.
might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
But
Why
that...
don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Beep, beep, beep. I think you're severely confused and have no idea.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something.
Sure.
The story.
The
Here it comes.
story.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story.
You're wrong.
Okay, let's
You've
head
gotten
back
everything
the other
wrong.
way and retrace our steps.
Okay. Dun dun. This
Now
is
this-
creepy.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
You broke everything.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off.
I
So,
tried.
good
Thank you.
job.
What do I win?
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
What?
Some people win fair and square, and this
I
was
won
not one of
fair
those
and square.
situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Damn. Bump, bump. Ooh, the Stanley
All
Parable
right,
Adventure Line.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Follow the line,
Just
follow the line, follow
How
the
simple
line.
is that?
Follow, follow, follow,
see,
follow.
The line knows where the story is.
Follow,
It's over
follow,
in this
follow.
direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny!
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story
Bumpity
there?
bumpity bump.
Or to put it another way,
Bumpity bumpity
is
bump.
the story of no
Woohoo!
destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Ooh, music. Ooh, adventure music. Dun 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 dun. Dun I want to go on an adventure now. Get my hiking boots and let's go.
Cut the music, go
Oh.
back and look at that fern.
Fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Okay.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
I understand. Look at that leaf. Guys, remember that leaf? It's particularly, okay? I'll get the rest. Alright. I think I'm ready. Onward!
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, no, no. Line.
No!
You don't know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right?
No!
Story is... Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Damn. Hello, Line. Here we meet again.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever
Why?
done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
Yes?
Why can't we make up our own story?
I mean, we
Something
could.
Exciting, daring, mysterious.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes!
This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Ooh. I like your thinking.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just
Yep.
me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley.
I don't think that makes any
I'm
sense.
ready for it.
I want a dinosaur. Riding a whale. Tap dancing. In a tutu.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Is the
No
line drunk?
lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. and we shall be fine.
No. Oh. Okay, Line.
Ah, a choice.
Yay.
We get to make a decision.
Left or
From
right?
here, the
Left or
story
right?
is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Okay.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay.
I'll go the other way.
So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley.
I don't know what he just
Our
said.
destiny awaits.
Can we go on this one instead? Damn. The confusion ending.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Narrator restarts game, fifth restart, narrator forgets about previous restarts. You've been playing the confusion ending for
This is? It's all one giant ending.
16 minutes, that's
And
not
we're
right. The
supposed to
recording has
restart
been
the game
14.
Eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I
Stanley
supposed to
dies.
forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
I don't want to die.
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this?
Because you're the narrator.
No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
You have to.
And the timer
It's your destiny.
stopped. Does that mean, did we do it?
You
Did we
broke
break
it.
the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? so. Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are.
That's
right
very
now.
Tolkien of you.
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
What was that? Okay, game wasn't having that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it
Stanley
mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's mix things up and go to the left.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, you know what I could do that I haven't done yet?
Person here either.
I know what I
Feeling
haven't
a
done yet.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I still feel like you should be able to go into the executive bathroom.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an
Kitty!
indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I'm just that great. Onward to adventure.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he
Bump,
felt a bit
bump,
peculiar.
ba-da-dum,
It was a
bump,
stirring of
bump,
emotion in his
ba-da-dum.
chest, as though he felt more free to
Ah,
think for himself,
ra-da-da-da.
to question the nature of his job.
That song's stuck in my head.
Now, when for years it had never occurred to him. This question
won't go away.
would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Escape.
Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Well, that's not good.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yeah, I think it's best to just
Of course,
keep going.
Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Yeah. I am a very important person. I can't just go die.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Television.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought. to
Television.
himself. Did he have the strength to find
The
it?
telly. Tip tap tip tap tip tap tippity tap.
Now the monitors jumped off. Their true nature
Kind
revealed.
of tired.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Try and get as
Stanley's
many
coworkers,
Let's Plays
the
done today as
lives of
possible.
So many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and
I'm kind of busy coming
one
up.
of them eternally monitored in this place where freedom
Bum
meant
bum
nothing.
ba-da-dum, bum bum ba-da-dum. Next. Do you really need this many TVs? Because you can't really look at all of them at the same time. Can't you just have like 2 or 3 screens and just flip through what the input is.
Was this the only reason
Isn't
he
that,
was
like,
happy with his boring
less
job?
expensive?
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
It's okay, Stanley. It's okay.
No. He
No.
refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His
Neither
own
can I.
life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
It is unthinkable.
Wasn't it? Was
Yes.
it even possible?
No, not possible at
Had
all.
he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking,
I'm kind of content
eating,
right now.
working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past
Ooh,
began
lights.
to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Agreed.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
That's what's gonna happen. Great big part of it. Tip tap tippity tap. Click. Tip tap tip tap tip tap. What I haven't done is switch the things on, is what I believe. That's what I haven't done yet. Console disabled. How dare it. And then, this one. And then I run over here. Real quick. And click that. And then I run in here. And there's two buttons. And I click the one that's on. I haven't done it yet.
And when at last he
Click.
found the source... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yes, yes,
After
yes.
they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself.
Whoa.
Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh,
I want to be
Stanley,
the one in control now.
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go.
Let it
Turn
go.
the controls off
Let it go.
and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
What?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now
What
this
the hell,
is making
man?
things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
What am I supposed to do?
Your time to shine. You are the star.
What am I supposed
It's
to do?
your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better
What am I
than
supposed to do?
I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Red button?
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in the
Oops.
mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
What?
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I
Crap.
come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not?
Yay!
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
How much longer did he give me?
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're
Wait.
supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off. I mean, look at you, running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
Yes.
Won, solved?
I can beat it.
Any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No. To be your tool.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
What the hell, man?
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment
can't
we
turn it off.
say happily ever after.
Oh no. Ooh. Ouch. Whew. That's disappointing. I think I can do one more. Whoa, wait. That's different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But wait, what?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't. Will that one be different if I? I'll just go on this one.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Wait, is
Feeling a
everything the
wave of
same?
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this,
Well, I'm just gonna stop going in a circle and wait for the guy to stop talking.
Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Where?
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be
Too
real.
strange.
And at last, he came to the
1, 2,
conclusion
B4.
that had
Where's
been
the
on
3,
tip of
man?
his tongue. He
Where's
just
the
couldn't find
3?
the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Yeah, those are
He
good
thought to
thoughts.
himself,
Happy
I
thoughts.
suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still
Can I get a
lucid.
soda?
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float
Oh.
above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
So
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for
Stanley's
certain
brain
without a doubt
hurts.
that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
I was in
Would the voice
space.
explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it.
Stanley's a
He would
schizophrenic.
prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his
Wake up,
skin, the
Stanley.
press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
Button pushing.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Huh. Still here.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley.
Oh.
I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh. Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously
Not
crazy.
Stanley.
This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane.
Stanley's
I am
normal.
in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting
Look,
she
it's
had
the car.
scheduled for that day. The very
Same
important
license plate.
people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Ah. Alright, guys. That was the Stanley Parable. It's nice that you can go back and still play this game. And, like, there's just so many endings to it. Each time you play it is a new experience. So, I'll see you guys around. I'm out.